the Barbershop Talk podcast. I'm your man Cat. I'm in the building today with a couple of my peoples from a while, you know what I mean? I got my man T Matt, aka that boy Cash.
What's going on?
You know what I mean? I got my homegirl Jamila, you know what I'm saying, in the building. And it's crazy because what these two don't even know that they got in common is that I go back to the early 2000s with both of them. You know what I mean? Like with Jamila, we go back to high school, you know what I'm saying? The same person she is today is the same person she was back then, just a little bit more younger. She's more wilder now. That's the crazy shit. You way more, you way more wilder right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was like, okay, fine, I'll give it to you. I was a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah, you way more wild right now. My man T Mac, Cash.
What's going on?
Cash always been a wild dude, son. I ain't gonna lie, Cash always been a wild dude, man. Yo, it's crazy because you came a long way, bro. You out here with you wearing your own shit. You know what I'm saying? This rose gold belong to my man Cash. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, man.
Check out
so what you been up to, though? Like, she lit. She out here, man. See that? She in the building. Yo, so what you been up to though,
basically, man, just working, grinding, trying to keep the brand in everybody's name and everybody's face, you know what I mean, in everybody's mouth, excuse me. You know, just working, man, just grinding.
Right. Staying positive. That's what's up. How long you been doing your rose gold joint?
I actually started in 2016, so nice. You know what I mean? It's been kind of rocky the first couple of months, and then it started picking up. And, you know, as the year went on and as time went on, everybody started catching on and people started picking it up, so, you know.
Yeah, because I'm going to keep it 100. I remember when you first started and you was putting your shit out and everything. Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of people try to do what you're doing, but they don't get past a year of doing it. It's 2018. You 2 years in. Right. So, like, what can you say to the people that's, like, really trying to do what you're doing? Like, what advice you got for them to keep going past a year?
Just stay positive. And work hard. If you put all your time and energy into the stuff that you want to do, only sky's the limit. You know what I mean? And that's limiting yourself if you say sky's the limit. But at the end of the day, you stay down and you stay positive, your work ethic will definitely show up. You know what I mean? I kind of just stayed to the ground and showed everybody that everything that I'm doing is genuine. I try to, you know, put good product out there, get good quality materials, and just try to give everybody what they want to pay for. People's paying top dollar for stuff that's falling apart on them. You know what I mean? Getting one good wear out of it. So as a person that comes from fashion, I just try to give people what they paying for.
Yo, it's crazy you bring that up, that you come from fashion, because on some G shit, like I said, my man, I go back to 2000s with him. He came from fashion, crazy story, right?
Talk to him.
Back in the day, though, like back when the jerseys was popping, when Fab was popping and shit, right? Me, my man T-Mac, Cash, and my man Moo, who's in the back cooling it. We go out shopping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We cooling. My man Cash is getting all the new jerseys. Like, yo, how this shit look? How this shit look? We like, yo, that shit's lit. That shit's lit. Nigga.
Go ahead, cuz. Go ahead, cuz.
Nigga.
Go ahead, cuz.
All I know is, me and my man Moo, we get to the fucking cash register, we paying for our shit. All I see is my man Cash running from the back with one shoe in one hand, other shoe on the foot, limping, talking about they trying to stay, I stole some shit. I'm like, what? Fact. And the nigga, and I see two people behind him running towards him. My nigga didn't even wait for us. My nigga kept it moving. Bang, 1 foot, kept it moving, ghost. So they grabbed me and my man Moo, bring us in the back, show us the motherfucking surveillance tape, and every jersey that he was showing us, like, yo, y'all see this shit? That's this shit. As soon as he shows the jersey, whoop! Man, yo, my man, he did that like 5 times. My man had like the hammer pants with all jerseys. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this, cause it's not. We can laugh about it now, cause look, my man is selling pieces. My man got banned from the store in Dedham Mall back in the day. But fuck the Dedham Mall, you know what I'm saying? Cause my nigga got his own business, selling his own pieces, nigga. Let's give it up for my nigga T. That's real shit, nigga. That's real shit. That's what I'm talking about, dog. Exactly, dog. Like, shit, man.
So I got a question.
Go ahead.
Why do you call it rose gold? Like,
honestly, rose gold, I feel like rose represents, you know, it represents a lot of things. It represents royalty, it represents delicacy, it represents growth, it represents a lot of things. So I say rose and gold are both things that represents royalty and things that come from black people. It come from our culture. It come from things that, you know, we descend from. So I took things that we can relate to and things that represent growth and represent culture, and, you know, and put it in one. It sounds good. It comes off the tongue very well. You know what I mean? When you say it sounds good. You know what I mean? The rose, it basically shows growth and strength. So rose gold is just it's something that basically speaks for itself.
And it's timeless. You know what I'm saying? Like when you creating some shit, you got to create it so that it's timeless, so that in 10 years the name sticks. Because you think of FUBU, that shit's lit in the 90s, but you know, you can't even.
It's coming back.
Just the name FUBU though.
It's coming back though, I'm telling you. Just like look at all the other brands that are coming back. Like Champs came back.
Okay.
What else?
But look how it rolls
Fila,
off the tongue.
look how Fila's coming back.
But say FUBU, and then say rose gold.
You just tried to put on the smooth.
I'm just saying.
Rose gold comes off the tongue nice, but FUBU sounds just as nice. FUBU sounds like black power.
No, I love FUBU because it's for us, it's by us and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I got played back in the day. So back in the day, you know how it is.
You was in Jabos with them long ass tees.
No, I definitely was in Jabos with the long tees. But yeah, you ain't have
But y'all wanna know something sad? Okay, you was in Jabos and long tees in a time where it was appropriate. We graduated in 05. I'll never forget going to school in Ohio, and it looked like I stepped onto the set of a Belly movie. Like people had Jabos on till this day. Like I'm talking about, it's 2009. I saw dudes with Jabos on.
Yeah, see that's that. Cause they're from the South, right? The Bama.
And the girls had the little Chinese slippers that had been out. Like, oh my god.
But they behind the times, so you gotta think about fashion as far as like bigger cities are a lot more fashion forward. Excuse me, New York, LA, Atlanta.
But that's also
Boston.
why I think somebody who, like, for example, you started Rose Gold brand. I think you would make bank going to the Midwest, connecting with colleges out there because they have fashion troops. Because I used to do, like, me and my friend, we had a modeling troupe. So we would like reach out to different organizations, like different stores. The first year they let us, like, they became our sponsors. But a lot of the locals wasn't really messing with us. So I think for you being a new brand starting, I think that'd be a great opportunity for you to like reach out to modeling troops out in the Midwest, especially. Like, yo, y'all doing a show, like y'all need sponsors, this is what I could do for you, like you promote my stuff. And I think that's the best way to go about it, like especially when in the times we're at now, and you're mentioning rose gold and everything that it means to like black people, and going back to HBCUs, that like I really think you make bank like on historically black colleges. So that's just something for me to
look into.
Yo, next advice, next consultant is $200. Alright, that was just 2 minutes right there. That was quick 2 minutes. That was quick 2 minutes right there. But 15 minutes will run you 200. You know what I'm saying?
I remember having
dropping gems on the barbershop.
I'm definitely looking into, you know, expanding and going other places like
Cause I know, like I'm telling you, cause I know you will make money at historically black colleges. We had one brand, I don't pick cotton.
I don't pick cotton.
Yeah, so the brand, the logo of it was like a profile of like a girl with afro, and her name was like, I don't pick cotton.
Yeah, it's like
they had, you know, other ones, they
that's some shit
black and educated, like all this stuff, like and then we had in where I went to school, one of my friends, he had another thing called Live Proud. So he got that idea from the Live Strong wristbands. So Live Proud was Live Proud wristbands, and the color was, you know, red, green, and black. So it started off with wristbands.
But you see what my colors, you see how my colors are very Afrocentric, and they're very like, they're very down. So I started with the red and green, and the original colorway is black, red, green, you know what I mean? Like, so I kind of started with making it very black and very, you know what I mean, for the people.
That's what's up. And I think you should keep it that way. Like,
of course, like I want everybody to wear it. Like, I don't want it to be a color barrier or you know what I mean, people minimize to wearing my stuff. But at the end of the day, I want my people to know that it's we for them, you know what I mean, and we down for the cause. So it's not just about, you know, making a stand about being black. It's about our whole culture. It's about everything we stand for, and
Alright,
not just our skin color.
So to stick to that, right? We talking about black businesses and starting your own like clothing line and everything like that, right? How you feel about like Big Baller Brand and LeVar Ball putting Lonzo's sneaker out for $4.95 off rip?
I think
I feel like he's a genius. To snowball on that, like at the end of the day, he's not marketing just to black people. He's marketing to people that's gonna buy into it. So at the end of the day, he wants to make money, and that's what the goal is. The goal is ultimately to make money. It's not to be liked, in a sense, but it's to give people good quality material. If you're gonna charge $400, then it needs to be good leather. You know what I mean? Like it need to be good quality materials. Don't charge me $400 and give me shitty materials because they're charging you $900 for Balenciaga sneakers and they look like Skechers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like socks.
But people are wearing them because of the name, and they feel like, all right, the name is gonna give me the good material. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, these companies are paying very low money for these materials, but they're gonna charge you up because their name hold weight. And once Rose Gold get to that point, then we'll get to that crossroad and think about the lines that we're gonna cross. But at the end of the day, I want to keep it very for the people. I don't want to charge people too much money. I don't want to charge people over the price. Like I want people to wear it, and people are scared by prices. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
Well,
you
mentioned LeVar Ball, but Nipsey Hussle did the same thing.
With the mixtape, he
and
charged
that was genius too.
$100.
The way he did it, like if you study that, there's a whole article about it, how he went about it, like how. I think it was an interview with The Source, and what came, it wasn't just the mixtape, like the physical copy, but what came with it. I think that was genius, the way he marketed it and branded it, and I think that it requires
to give people a stake in what you're doing. Like if people want to feel involved. That's not really a fan and not really know what he's giving you. They're looking at it like, oh, he's charging $100 for a mixtape, but people really got a stake of what he's doing. You know what I mean? So, and that's what people really want. Nowadays, they want to feel involved. They want to be a part of something. So if you have a movement and you have people feeling like they can join that movement and they can be a part of what you're doing, it's 10 times better.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also what's dope about that LeVar shit is like a bunch of NBA players, NFL players, rappers. They all bought Lonzo's not because the Lonzo's was lit. They bought Lonzo's so that
to show support.
Yeah, to show support so that if this is a success, then it changes the lives of young kids coming out of high school. They're not gonna sign to a Nike. They're not gonna sign to a Adidas. That's the regular shit. And it's crazy because when that shit first happened, people was like, yo, you fucking up his chances to sign with Nike. You fucking up his chances to sign with Adidas. Nigga, that's lit. That's equivalent to a nigga tattooing his face and hands. So it's like, you know what? Now that I did that, fuck it. I'm not gonna get a 9 to 5 because I just eliminated myself from that. So I gotta make it regardless. You know what I'm saying? So they taking that approach. So nigga, I fucks with the shit. I fuck with the
man. At the end of the day, it's a big word and there's so many opportunities. So if you give people what they want and you're involved, people are not. They're gonna have no choice but to buy into what you're doing. So you know what I mean? Give people, stay down, stay positive, and give them a feeling of they're involved with you. You know what I mean? Like they're doing something more than just buying. I mean, like a lot of people who got money, they spend money on these labels because they feel like, you know, I want to look the part. You know what I mean? And then there's a regular class people that's like, I want to look the part, but at the end of the day, I still want to, you know, spend my money wisely and reasonably.
It has some quality shit, man. Right now is a time where it's like you could blow if you come out with some quality shit. That's all it is, cause it's the year, it's the decade of the pop-up shops and everything. If you got some
staying
shit,
consistent,
staying
consistent,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You need a solid game plan, and you just need to stay consistent. And that's what I've been doing. I started with the hats. And then I moved on to like shirts and, you know what I mean, just other shit. And I just stayed consistent. And I stayed in people's faces. And I made sure I got a couple. And I made sure I made sure I dealt with people in a way that was, you know, organic, and not just like, oh, it's made up. Like I'm giving you people this shit, but I want you to buy it.
This is quality shit. All this is gold material. All of that's quality shit. So it's like you can't beat quality. You put quality in someone's face, they gotta spend their money. You know what I'm saying?
And I like certain stuff. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna give anything less than what I wouldn't put on. If I wouldn't put it on, if I wouldn't wear it myself, then I'm not gonna give it to you.
Right,
I'm not
right,
gonna charge you for it. I'm not gonna sell it to you, and I'm not gonna go that limit of just trying to get $1. You know what I'm saying? Like it really speaks to the quality of shit when you taking the time and you really putting your heart and soul into it. That's just what I do every day.
I agree. That's what's up, man. So we about to get into the lineup. You know what I'm saying? First thing we got on the lineup today. I wanted to bring it up because my man Show was telling me a story the other day on the train. You know what I'm saying? It was funny to me because now we got a female, you know, female guest in the shop. She came from the salon. You know what I'm saying? But basically my man was telling me that he was on the train and homegirl was staring at him to the point where he got scared and stared down. You know what I'm saying? So she sat next to him and basically started spitting her line. She shot her shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, I've been peeping you for a few, whatever. Like legit, what he was telling me that she was saying to him sounded like
what a dude would say to her.
Exactly.
So she was
exactly.
She,
so my thing is, how y'all feel? Because I feel like if more women shot their shot more regularly, I feel like they would have a 90% like field goal percentage.
They have to free throw
if they shoot their shot.
But
Like I feel like, well, see, I know you a savage, but here's the thing. Now you a whole savage.
I know
you a whole
Don't
savage.
do
You
that.
a whole savage. But here's the thing. Here's the thing to y'all, because I feel like a lot of women, because I know you're not afraid to do anything, but I feel like a lot of women want to shoot their shot, but because the way roles are out here, they afraid to shoot their shot. Though.
Oh no! It's 2018. Women been shooting their shots since 2016. If you
I'd say before that, man.
Before that, there was been a small window. All right.
Girls shoot this shot in a way that you don't even realize they shoot. A lot of times it's becoming
a
more
lot
out in
more
the open.
aggressive.
Hold on.
The girls.
Give me an example of a way that they'll shoot their shot that we don't understand.
All right, fine.
Because
I got
y'all
an
was making it seem like
I know one.
y'all get hollered at all the time. I'm like, what's wrong with
I'll give you one. So somebody I used to like be in a relationship with, till this day he thinks he bagged me, when in truth he just walked into like a little setup.
Okay.
Like I knew, like I did certain shit. Like I watched him. First of all, not to sound like a whole creep, but I watched him for a while. Watched how he moved. Peeped the whole,
that's how they do,
personality,
bro.
the
You know
jokes
what I'm
and
saying?
stuff like
Yeah.
that. So then what I did was, I was like, alright, noticed that he liked me. Like I did peep that, like felt it, whatever. And then the day of social media, so I made a comment on a picture. Chose a particular picture. Said what I said. Like,
How old was the picture?
the picture was old as hell. That's
I get those signs.
So the picture's old as hell. So that lets you know I'm creeping basically.
Right,
so now I just want you to know that I've been creeping on your shit.
Right.
So I saw the picture, made a little comment. But in the whole time I'm making the comment, in my mind I'm going, ha ha ha,
Got
watch
you,
this
man.
nigga slide in my DM. And slide in my DM he did.
Right.
So
it was a
from
setup.
there, made the
Nigga
little
bit the
jokes.
cheese.
It turned into ha ha ha, he, little jokes. And then I made some, implied some stuff. And I even let it to the point where he felt like he really feels like till this day he swears he bagged me, but he really
He
didn't.
did book you because if he didn't do it his part, y'all wouldn't be in the situation.
Okay, so the comment was like, you should let me have that shirt, ha ha ha, whatever the case may be.
That's all you need to do to
that's
show
all.
interest.
The best part is like a clothing item, because then it goes to, well, what do you have for me, or some shit like that. So that's the best way to do it.
But here's what I'm saying though. When you a teenage boy, you learn pickup lines. You learn how to talk to females and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been.
But he didn't bag me.
I know, I hear you. But it's because it's been centuries of our forefathers doing the same shit, speaking to the women and shit. But my thing is like, why? It's a whole different time in life. Women are savages now. Women are playing a male role. You know what I'm saying? Like women are definitely playing a male role. Women,
It's not gender
A woman run down
neutralization.
on me talking about listen here.
Listen, we're gonna get to that. Hold on. We're gonna
It's not gender neutralization.
get to that, bro. Hold on. We want you to chill.
That's not.
What you mean by that? What you mean? So if she come up to you on some, is that too aggressive?
It's too aggressive. Like,
but why is it too aggressive?
At the end of the day, a woman can hit on you, a woman can show interest in you, but if a woman is running down on you the way I'm running down on a I'm completely turned off.
But why?
Because I agree.
Because as a man, I gotta make that move. I gotta show the more aggressive side. I want you to react. I want you to react to my aggression, but I don't want you to feel like you need to match my aggression.
But then you also gotta understand, some women, I don't believe in like gender roles. I think it's energy. It's masculine energy.
She believe in gender
energy.
neutralization.
I don't believe in gender neutralization.
I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. But if a woman feel like she's more aggressive than a man, then she's gonna take that role, and then it demasculates a man.
So this is why this isn't a cheap plug.
You know what I'm saying? So
this is
we
not
gotta
a cheap
keep
plug.
we gotta keep it real.
But this is why I need all of you guys to hit Amazon and pick up this book.
Niggas need to read.
Because this book right here will open your eyes to some shit, like as a man or as a woman who has The Way of the Superior Man.
Okay.
Like,
what is it about?
So basically, it talks about masculine and feminine energy and how if your core is masculine, well, it's really a book for a man, but you know, I like reading stuff.
Yeah, because you a whole savage.
That's not being a savage. That's not, no, I'm not out here doing
Savagery.
Yeah, alright, my fault. Yo, listen, you ain't doing.
I'm not out here doing that, like, but it's a way, it's a way to understand, like, the roles, like, it's not gender roles, but it talks about masculine and feminine energy, and how, in a way, like, it balances out. Sometimes your core is feminine and you're a guy. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Or you could just be in a feminine phase, not a feminine phase, that sounds bad, but a feminine phase of your life where you have a lot
I agree. I feel like there's some women who take on, they just naturally have like that masculinity to them. And there's some males who just naturally like good at certain things that the role, the previous role of the female.
But then I want to take it back to what he said, where the aggression, like she's gonna feel like she's gonna take on that role. Not really. I don't think so, because I'm very aggressive. But when in a relationship, I know how to step back and let my man be my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I also feel like a lot of guys, not to say like because I don't know you, but a lot of guys that I've dealt with that felt like, oh, this woman's too aggressive. I feel like that's a cop out, because for real, you would want your woman not to be aggressive in a sense where she's all the way masculine, but wouldn't you want a woman that will have you back 100%, where she's masculine like that?
I want my woman to take charge.
You know, if you're going to war, your woman's right there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but
I'm just talking about in a sense as if we first meeting.
You know,
let me take charge. Let me.
You gotta initiating the number.
But why do it feels like, it sounds like, maybe I'm wrong, but it's always like guys want the girl to be like the damsel in distress almost.
No.
Or the little dainty flower.
Every action is a reaction.
What I'm saying is, you could be passing up on a really good chick just off of the fact that you felt like the way she approached you was too aggressive.
You gotta understand. So this is where he's coming from, and I kind of agree. It's like, so if you was to come at me or whatever, and I'm not saying it's too aggressive, but you just on some like, hey, what's up, shorty, whatever. At least let me participate and get your number. Because if you do the whole thing, hear me out. Because if you do the whole thing, you'll hear me out. Because if you do the whole thing and take my number and everything, in your mind subconsciously, you're like, okay, this is what he likes. He likes the dominating woman, this, that, and the third. So you're gonna continue that type of energy the whole
way.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a conflict. It's gonna be a conflicting experience, because you're gonna be like, nigga, this is what you like, right?
Exactly.
And even if you ain't, you gonna like it today.
For real.
You had a problem with it when I came up on you and grabbed your dick and said, nigga, come with me. Like a king.
You know what? I feel like that aggression of the whole grab your dick thing, whatever the case may be.
I didn't mean that technically, but
you know
that's how it feels when a woman walk up to you and she's like, hey, what's up with you? How you doing?
But I feel like that type of aggression, as a woman, if I were to hit some dude on that type of aggression, it just would be that, and that's it. Like, I wouldn't get in a relationship with you because I don't like weak men.
Okay.
I don't like men that look to me for answers. So that wouldn't be me. But if I ever I'm not gonna lie, I've hit on dudes that I sensed were like, oh my god, like it was like, okay, like to me in my mind it sounds really fun right now, but I was like, yo, this is a Bambi. You know what I mean? Like,
a layup.
easy prey.
It's
Like,
a
let me
layup.
just, you know what I'm saying? But would I want to continue anything other than that? No, I had every reason in my mind to be like, this is what it is. He's so young, perfect for destruction, and then go about your business.
Oh, so you end up fucking up lives.
Yeah.
No,
Jesus savage.
She can't burn it.
You ain't live.
She can't burn it.
She's in the fucking up lives.
Watch
her.
That's
I'm not
gonna drop that.
He's that's the only reason. No,
She got you, nigga. Watch her.
What I'm saying is, I was,
You know about you Cape Verdean women. You gonna
No, what I mean is, if a girl,
every man out there got a story with a Cape Verdean.
If I'm gonna approach a man on that type of aggressive nature, we're not about to have a fucking relationship. Fuck out of here. That's all it is.
Listen, every man out there got a story with a Cape Verdean.
Alright, hold on.
But what did y'all do to make the devil come out of her? Like, come on, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. I'm not gonna lie. You know why?
Just gave her.
I don't give a shit. No, because you know why? And I don't know why specifically it's Cape Verdean women.
Gave her dirt.
No, I don't know why specifically it's the issue with Cape Verdean women, but all women don't sit there and do some shit where she's been blindly loyal to you. Because I know as a Cape Verdean woman, I'm blindly loyal. Like, if I'm with somebody, I will follow him over a cliff. That's how loyal I am. Until you show me I got no reason to be loyal to you. Instead of playing games, I'm the type to just cut you off and leave you wondering and not give you closure.
Motherfuckers start back in funny, man.
But if you hurt me, then that's when okay.
Well, that's what all women do.
Exactly.
Women,
So don't go and say, because y'all all have been young. Y'all all were young. I'm sure y'all did some wild dumb shit to females that caused her to be crazy.
Alright, I'm gonna put it like this.
Had windows,
Here's my deal with
tires.
Yeah, that's my point. It's
But
like
what did you do to
that's
get
the
her
only
there?
part here, Jamila.
What did you do to get her there?
That's the only point. That's the only part that women haven't fully caught up to men with is how to handle emotion. I feel like women have mastered every other personality role that we've done in the past except handle emotions.
Right.
We know how to just we know
how to turn shit off.
Exactly.
Cut it off.
Y'all have
it never happened. It wasn't there.
Exactly.
Y'all be storing shit, downloading it, uploading it, rewinding it, bringing it back, copy and pasting
But
it,
I'm a girl.
writing it down so you can look at it and read it again. Like, why you want to read some shit that hurt you before?
Thank you.
You want to read this shit again?
Yo, my nigga, that's what I'm gonna write it down. I never went through a girl's phone and hurt myself some more. None of that.
I intentionally hurt myself.
Listen, it all depends.
How? Oh, I did that.
No, but it all depends. It all depends on what age and what phase of life she's at. Because I'm at a point in life where I'm not explaining shit. I see some shit I don't like.
How old are you now?
I'm 31.
Oh, okay.
I'm not explaining shit.
So you at the age where
when I'm done, I'm fucking done. Because there's plenty, why would you waste your growth and all that energy into doing some shit like you know what I'm saying?
That's how.
And I also believe if I see some fucked up shit, my man does some fucked up shit to me, and I choose to take him back. That's my bad. That's me. So if I take him back and I know he's a fucking dumbass, he does some shit again, I got nobody else to blame but myself. I take ownership of that. And that's when you're like, all right, cool, I saw it.
Girls have been doing that for 10 years straight.
See, that's always been the type of person I am, where it's like, if I'm dealing with somebody or whatever, and
but you done some have you done some wild shit to cause a girl to go crazy and do some wild shit to you?
See, I wasn't even gonna go there. What I was gonna touch on is like when I'm through, it's like I could just fall back. It's like all it takes is a little intuition. I don't need to go through your phone. I don't need to shoot myself like my nigga Cash said. I'm not gonna shoot myself and hurt myself even more. We are blessed with intuitions. A lot of people don't follow their intuition. If you get intuition that someone's fucked up, it's like follow that shit. If you don't follow that shit, you're gonna keep.
It's completely on you. Whatever happens after that. That's true. Because me and my girl was just having this conversation. We was just having this conversation. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I was 19, I was that chick. And the whole saying, don't go looking for shit. I was that girl. I had an ex. I'd be like, yo, Like out of nowhere, and this is when intuition goes on. Out of nowhere, I'm
when your emotions is involved, you can't help that type of shit.
Or I'll be like, yo, this nigga ain't hit me up in the middle. What the fuck is he doing? Google his name.
Oh my God.
Find some shit. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all wild shit I done. I'm gonna tell y'all some wild shit I done. Okay, 19 years old, Googled.
No, let's talk about you being 30.
No,
Cause you did some foul shit in your 30s. You got some foul shit in your 30s,
Why you gonna say that?
Don't try to blame it just on the
Wow. Oh yeah, my fault. I can't even.
Anyway, so at 19, I'm not gonna lie, and this is when I tell you I understand what you mean when you say cave ready women a little crazy. I Googled.
We all said that though.
Okay. No. But I'm saying it's not without reason. My intuition told me some shit was going on, but I also wanted physical proof. So this is like my sophomore year in college. I was like, what the fuck? This nigga been like, he hasn't been as attentive. Some shit ain't right. Something in me tells me, and this is like literally the inner monologue that goes on. What the fuck is going on? Some shit ain't right. Like I woke up out of my sleep, like some shit. I'm like have a dream. I was like, some shit is going on. I Google his name. I find his Black Planet page. Yes, is that far? I look up. So then I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? I don't remember him having this Black Planet page. So then I find his alternate Facebook page, because when Facebook is very new. So I start Googling, like I start figuring out the dude's password. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is it? What the fuck is it? Finally figured it out. I don't remember what the hell it was. I go through his messages. I'm like, yo, in my mind I'm going, bitch, don't click this shit. Like, you gonna find some shit, you gonna be pissed. I'm like, no, like the little devil in me, like, just hit it, bitch. Like, you need to find out the truth. Get to the bottom of this. Like, find some shit out. So I hit it, and it's all these messages between him and this girl. I'm looking at the date. The more I look, yo, this motherfucker on this day, what the fuck? We was doing this on this day. Like, this is my inner monologue. I'm printing shit out. I printed all, like, his entire. I printed his entire conversation with the girl. I'm going through it. I'm looking at dates. This is how fucking like to the point. I'm highlighting dates and writing notes. Like, so what I did was I put it in a nice little folder. And like, dude was in the library. I walk up, this motherfucker think I'm about to fuck. He's like, oh hey babe, slapped the shit out of him with the folder and just walked out and was done with it.
That's the bullshit. Alright.
Because my temper, I'm not gonna lie, that's the only thing emotions do. Like me, I have a very like short temper. I think it's gotten better now that I'm older. But why are you like?
I should think.
I really think it has gotten better.
More devious.
It's gotten better because it doesn't. It used to be like real quick, like my hands would get itchy. Like I was one of those. Like honestly, if my ex a few times, if he would have beat my ass, I would have had to just take that shit because I know I deserved it. Like I'm just saying. No, hold on. I'm so serious. I'm sorry. Today. When I think back, like what I want a female doing that to my son, like the shit I've done, what I want a female putting their hands the way I did, I wouldn't want to. And it was so bad, like we got cops called on us one time, and because I was so little, people thought like, oh, you beating her. I literally like
turned in a doctor.
RD called me into the office and I had to laugh. I was like, if anything, I'm the abuser. Like, and that's another thing. They don't take domestic abuse against men that serious, and that's fucked up.
And we shouldn't, because if it's a fight and it's a fair fight, then we should win. Alright, let's get into the second. Let's get into the second topic on the lineup, and we're gonna stick to role reversals. You know what I mean? Because I definitely want to talk about this shit because it's really fucking grinding my gears. You know what I mean? But we gonna talk about.
So you don't like getting back?
Yeah, that's cool. I love it. That's what I'm saying. I love that. More women should shoot their shot. More women should shoot. But when I'm talking about role reversal. I'm talking about male thotting. There's been a lot of male thotting going on lately, right? Now, Pete, my man Safari.
Woo!
Pete.
I saw the video.
Yeah, nigga said he a thot. My man Safari.
There was nothing wrong with Safari.
This is going, yo, if you say you
talk about another man's penis.
No, we ain't gonna talk about the John. We ain't gonna talk about the John. We talk about the thotting. We talk about the thotting. Alright, so here's how I feel about it. Alright, Pete. So
creep squad.
So with women, right? with like especially female rappers, right? Or whatever. It don't have to be a female rapper. She could be a stripper, whatever. We are used to certain shit they put out to promote their shit, right?
Agreed.
Okay, so are we now leveling, like putting men on an even playing field with women when it comes to ways of promoting your shit? Like, is putting your joint out there?
But
is that shit?
But my thing is, women don't appreciate the male appendage the way men appreciate women's body.
What you mean about?
So if a nigga running around and start swinging his dick around, women is gonna be like, ew, nigga, who the fuck, the fuck. But if a woman walking around with her titties out, it's a whole nother story.
Yeah, because the woman anatomy is fucking lit.
The men anatomy is fucking what the fuck?
Yeah,
I appreciated Safari's nudes.
Listen.
Shit, I appreciated
That's what I mean. Like, the male appendage is not appreciated as much as the women.
I'm gonna say something though. If that nigga Safari was a regular nigga though, and he was to leak the footage like that,
he would have been
like, yo, that nigga got
But y'all don't get before girls thought he was corny. I was one of the girls that thought Safari was being corny when I was watching, you know, my guilty pleasure of the hip hop.
When you a superstar,
I was one of the girls when he whipped that shit out. I was like, who said, you know, like Safari's that corny?
So that shit kind of turned you on, like. So you would fuck? Would you fuck to the world like that?
He didn't put it out. It was leaked.
If you made a sex tape, then you was prepared for it to be put in broadcast.
It dropped the same time his album or whatever what is it, song?
It just so happened that the album dropped too. I like the track.
And he goes in the Breakfast Club with a million jokes talking about his dick. That shit was purposely.
No, but hold on.
That was genius.
It's funny you say that though, because that nigga been male thoughting too though.
You said what?
FYI, he been male thoughting.
No.
He been male thoughting because that nigga.
But he was corny for it until we saw why he
jumped by
was
Meek
doing it.
Mill too.
What you mean? How?
Oh, that nigga got beat up on, and then all of a sudden he's on fucking IG Live talking about like, yeah, this so happened. I just got jumped by Meek Mill, bitch ass nigga, ooh, this that. That's male thoughting, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, it is.
Listen, I don't care what comes out of Safari's
That's
mouth.
male
I don't even care about what people
Cause you over here looking for attention, nigga. If I got my ass jumped, I want the fucking world to know, nigga. Fuck that.
Okay, so you
They know anyway from Meek's standpoint.
I'ma handle that shit on my own, nigga. I'm not gonna put it out there. Like,
anyway,
from the horse's
I don't care
mouth.
about
You get what I'm saying? Like, now fuck that, nigga.
See, here's how I feel.
Niggas gonna find out, that's cool and all, but I ain't gonna be out there like, yo, I just got jumped by Meek Mill. On top of that, you over here snitching.
Safari's not like Safari. It's not like Safari's really in the streets like that. Whatever. Real, like I can't even say real street niggas. Real street niggas putting their shit on Instagram and shit like right now too. But I feel like that was a sneak way to alert authorities as to who did what and when. You know what I'm saying? Like you get on that shit, you like, yo, they said happy.
He's also
That's
thotting,
a way to like snitch.
He's also thotting though, because that's a way to seek attention, nigga.
So I feel like we should get into some music right now. You know what I mean? Couple people dropped some joints out. You know what I'm saying? Tory dropped his little joint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard the Tory? You know what I'm saying?
And he got some.
You heard Tory.
Tracks.
You heard
Yes,
Tory.
some of his tracks like will really have you like fucked up, like, cause the story he's talking about.
I heard the shit he did with 50. That shit was lit.
That shit, yeah.
That shit was lit.
My god.
Cause it's like, yo, 50. It's hard to put 50 on the. Give you 50. 50 never changed. He's like one of them niggas who like Too Short. Like Too Short ain't never changed from the 80s all the way to the thousands. Too Short got on Wiz Khalifa shit and sounded like 1992. So it's like with 50, he's gonna get on your shit and sound like 2003. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that shit fitted. You know what I'm saying? When 50 got on, it fit his whole joint. But pause. But y'all seen y'all heard the y'all heard the Nipsey joint though? Cause I'm rocking with the Nipsey.
Shout out Nip for that victory lap.
Nipsey, dog. Straight street motivation, dog.
Yeah, so who would you
empowerment, dog, on some more for the culture empowerment. That's what I got from the album.
For the culture.
For the culture.
Yeah.
Alright, so we all from the 2000s era, right? Who would you compare Nipsey to? Who is Nipsey now? Compare him to who would he be in the early 2000s in our era, late 90s, early 2000s?
Damn, I couldn't even do that. Though.
I feel like Nipsey is really in his own.
Yeah, in his own lane.
He really has his own lane. Like, to be honest, we don't want to be comparing people because we want new creative shit. We want new artists and we want people to create their own lanes. So honestly, I feel like Nip is in his own lane with the way he formatted his shit, the way he gave it to people, the way he's staying organic to what he believes in, the marathon brand. Like, so to me, honestly, Nipsey's an inspiration to what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's very independent. He doesn't depend on any labels or big names to back him. He does everything that he needs to do, and he just gives you genuine product, and you can.
And I love how he ties
how
he ties everything in with like family and putting those close to him on and keeping it like
it's genuine.
It's content.
It's really genuine. Like
he does work at his in-house too.
A place where
everything's in-house.
It's like it's a place where you can relate to. It's not, oh, the beats is infectious. Oh, it's a song that I could play in a club. Like, it's real music that you can relate to, and it's shit that gets you in a zone, and it gets you in a place to where you want to be.
See, here's the thing with me, right? Because I consider myself a hip hop fan, you know what I'm saying? So it's like certain people who don't like the shit that's coming out now with new people, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's new niggas who's gonna give you, like right now, it's so much people who's rappers that you're gonna get a little bit of every single thing, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's enough rappers to cater to every single genre, right? Reason why I fuck with Nips is cause he actually got content in his shit. I come up fucking with niggas like Styles P and Jada Kiss where they give you the hardcore shit. You know what I'm saying? They give you that hood shit, but
and he said his record's not made for like radio. Like he doesn't care if it doesn't get any put in the radio because it's not made for that.
But what I'm saying is like with Styles P and Jada, it's like they'll give you the toughest bars, but you're gonna learn from it. It's a message to everything they saying. They ain't just saying shoot 'em up, bang bang, and then it's just nothing after. Like it's actually a message to this shit.
Not only that though, with the whole Nipsey album is that he does put out content where he speaks a lot of volume with.
That's what I'm saying.
But as far as sonically goes, he still represents where he's from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which is West Side, which is the West Coast. So if you listen to the album,
I love the West Coast.
All you see is, or actually not what all you see is actually what you hear is, you know, it's that West Coast feeling.
And that's that making it for him being organic.
Organic, exactly.
He's staying down to what he believes in, what he represents, and where he comes from. You know what I mean? He's not gonna give you a little bit. He's not gonna give you more. He's not gonna give you, oh, this niggas is doing trap music and niggas is doing club music, so I'm gonna give you that. He's gonna give you everything that he believes in. And that's why I said people's gonna buy into genuine product. Yeah. If it's genuine and it's real, then people can feel that and they can respect that. Opposed to the nigga talking about everything that he done bought in the last week because it sounds good.
Yeah, that's just coin.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he talks about his accomplishments, he talks about shit that he bought, but it's based on all the things that he been through to get to that shit. It's not just I woke up and I'm the man and I wear this and I wear that. He talks about the shit that he bought, but he talks about the struggle and all the shit that he been through to get to that point. So that's why I said it's motivation for me, nigga, because I ain't have all that shit. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So, like you said, the story that you told in the beginning, the nigga done had to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I had to feed my addiction. I had to feed the shit that I like.
And now you here.
And now I'm here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I won't go in the store and pick up some shit if I can't buy it. And that's just on everything, like.
But it's dope y'all brought that shit up, right? Because that leads me to the next joint, like what my man P was saying with the whole he's taking good content, you know, he's giving you motivation, but he's making it sonically something good you can listen to, like it's transforming like sonically where it's like you can bang that shit and you learn it. So I say that to say this, right? Your man Jay comes out with a new song. He got Future and Beyonce on it, right? Boom. You would think boom. You would think that shit would be an automatic hit, right?
Song is trash.
I seen the fake hype on Instagram when this shit dropped.
Song is trash.
I seen the fake hype.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible.
Alright. So here's my trash.
But it goes to show that people are gonna buy into anything that they believe. People love Beyonce, people love Jay-Z, people love Future, and people love just what Khaled's doing. So you put all those names on a record, those are big names. Yeah. put all those names on a record, even if the song's trash, people gonna buy into it because they feel like, you know what, these are people that solidified their spot. So whatever they give us, whether it's trash or not, we're gonna make it a hit. We'll make trash a hit record because we like these people so much.
If I had to say something as far as that goes, I feel like it's also more they're force feeding us that. Because of the major. Because
that's what I mean. They took trash and they polished it and said they like it.
Because of the status quo that they hold in the rap game, I feel like, well, okay, we're gonna give you these 4 powerhouse names, and you know what? We don't care if it's trash. We're just gonna fucking feed it to the public, and this is what it is. Y'all gonna love it because we're gonna force feed it down your throat.
Alright, so here's how I feel.
And it's one of them songs that they're gonna play on the radio every 3 songs
until it gets in your head and you're like, I like this shit.
I hate this song, but you singing it.
The shit's trash to me as well. I think it's trash too. I think the nigga Jay-Z's 0 for 2 with songs with Future. And it's hard to not make a good song with Future, but I'm gonna say that to say
but Future's not trying.
No,
Future's not even trying.
He might not be trying.
Future's not trying. That hook. It could have been 10 times better.
Just like the Keys. The Keys shit was trash.
The nigga need to leave
the Keys shit, yeah, but Jay actually let that shit drop. Alright, so hit me out.
I went to this concert last summer too, though. The nigga
and it's crazy that you brought this up because I just had this conversation with my man. He called me like, yo, what you think about the top off shit? I'm like, first of all, there's a whole bunch of people riding it. We're listening to the song and they driving Corollas. None of them got top offs. None of them got Maybachs. And everybody's going fucking crazy. You can't even relate to the motherfucking shit they talking to, but you blaring it out your fucking lemon that you just bought over tax season. So let's keep it cool. Yeah. The song is trash. The hook is just
even more trash.
It's even more trash, but it's hypnotizing. It's one of them songs that's trash, but it's hypnotizing.
It's the microwave shit. Alright, so let's say this, right? Alright. Because like I was saying, the original point was like what P was saying, you could take good content and make it good sonically, right? I thought the 444 shit was trash, in my opinion, right? Because I felt like content-wise, if that shit was just a long interview, this shit's fucking lit. But musically, it just didn't hit. Like with Nipsey shit, he's giving you motivation, but you can bang it. Kendrick's giving you motivation, but you can bang it. With that shit, you gotta snap your fingers. So my question to y'all is, I mean, I don't know if y'all think 444 is trash or not, but we can honestly, can we agree that the key shit was trash, the fucking
I think 444 was just, it was a monkey wrench. As far as everything that's going on, it was something to talk about. Those records and those songs wasn't made for people to put in your car and pump. Yeah. It was made for controversial reasons. Okay. It was the story of OJ. The story of OJ. Like it wasn't really it wasn't really
meant to like really bang like
right. It wasn't really motivational music. It wasn't really club music. It was music to stir up. It was music to stir up what was going on.
And that's what actually makes
the number. Like you know what I'm saying, like the whole concept of the album was to stir up everything that was going on. Everything that we're talking about in music is trap, what you're buying, what you're worth, bitches, and fucking everything. It's about bragging and boasting. Music became about bragging and boasting. Everybody is talking about what they got and what they can afford. So he brought that record. He put that that CD out basically to give people a whole new, to cleanse your palate. When you eating some shit and you want, I need to. You drink something, you know what I'm saying? So that music, that CD was to cleanse your palate. It was to take everybody off of their air and put something else in your mind.
Yeah, exactly, and the great point right there, because that what I'm about to say next actually extends off that. I feel like Jay-Z actually put that album to actually give other rappers that are younger in the game, that are on the come up, a way to look at their money and how to actually spend it and how to go about it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
because if you think about it, you don't hear any 444 tracks in the club or when you're out partying. You can't because it's not that type. It's not meant for that.
Because it's trash. That's why. It's trash. You can't play none of that in the club. You can't play that on the radio because it's trash.
But that's what I mean. So now your mind is basing music off of where it can be played.
No. My mind is basing music off of you taking good content and making it good musically, like Tupac. Tupac, his whole life, he been giving us good content and it's shit that we could bang. You know what I'm saying? Like it's possible that you can really take good content. Like you can take what the 444.
But you gotta look at the age. At the age bracket of which Tupac put out music. Jay-Z's damn near 50, so the way he's bringing music to us is not in a way that we want to hear it in our decade, in our age. Yeah. We're hearing music in a different way. It's about the way the beat attracts us first.
Because back in the day,
you know what I'm saying? It was lyrics first. We want to hear what the fuck you're talking about, and then we'll think about the beat later. If you said something that resonates with me, then I don't even give a fuck about the beat. You might favor me with what I'm going through or some shit that I know. Now it's about who's bragging and who's boasting and who's flexing the most.
Who's popping the most.
Is it blasphemous to call a legend washed? Can we ever call a legend washed? Yeah. Because I really
because you gotta know when it's your time. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a legend, you gotta know when it's time to step away from certain shit. Like Jay-Z already done gave niggas so many different avenues and lanes of where he done created money, and that's why he's $900 million in the game.
But I also feel like that's probably why he's not really concerned about.
Of course, his music is not based on record sales. His music is based on, listen to what I'm saying, it's like good art. You might look at it and be like,
so he don't give a fuck about
that. You might look at it and be like, how is this worth $10,000? This shit is just look like it was pop, pop, pop. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's giving you basically music like wine.
He don't need no album.
He don't need album sales. He's still going platinum off Reasonable Doubt, and that was his first album. He's still making sales off of that. So it's like, how can I care about the music I'm putting out now? It's basically content for people to digest.
I feel like Jay-Z's kind of like.
No, what's crazy is that Jay-Z's getting money off of Reasonable Doubt from two different avenues. Because he dropped the album, and then years later he dropped the DVD on
the creation of
that Reasonable Doubt album. And if y'all haven't seen it, I suggest y'all go look into that DVD. It is very, very, very inspirational and very educational for the culture.
So go back to what you said about Jay-Z and then him creating his own lanes. I feel like Jay-Z's almost like the spook who sat by the door. He's gone through it all.
Explain to people before you even go on. A lot of people don't know what the fuck a spook who sat by the door. We know. Not everybody else knows.
A Spook Who Sat by the Door is a book, and then there's a movie based off of the book. It's about back in the day when the CIA was trying to integrate and stuff like that. So this one guy goes in, he infiltrates the CIA, learns everything, like how they move and everything, and then he goes back to the hood of Chicago and uses it like he basically wages war on America for black liberation. So that's basically what it is. So I feel like Jay-Z is like the spook who sat by the door because he started out, you know, doing all that shit. You know, he talks about how his relationship with money and how he was spending all this money on clothes and shit like that. Like when he thinks about it, if you listen to 444.
I wear my shit daily, and I don't need police running down on me talking about nigga. We saw a nigga going in a house with a rose gold ski mask. But get your rose gold ski mask, nigga.
Jamila, I want to definitely thank you for coming on the show. You were a huge supporter ever since we was in the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? I always appreciate you. And of course, the Barbershop bros, everybody, the regulars that's on the team. You know what I'm saying? I thank everybody for coming through, man. You knew. The video stopped early, but we still got the audio. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check the video out on YouTube and everything like that.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I already know. Yo, holla at us, man. Until next time.